lucky bachelor and one lucky bachelorette will have a chance of love with three hopeful bachelors and bachelorettes. But before we get started, announcer, tell us what their prize could be.
Well, Flynn, the winners will receive an all-expense paid dessert of their choice in the wonderful world-famous restaurant, Wendy's.
Alrighty. Now to get started, let's introduce our bachelorettes.
Alright, our first bachelorette loves spending her time reading up on magical creatures and spells and spending time with her wizard friends. Though she is great with magic, she hasn't had much luck with love. All the way from Hogwarts, let's welcome Hermine!
Hermine, pleasure to see you again. Welcome to the show.
Alright, our next bachelorette is a damsel in distress, and she is tired of waiting for a hero to come save her. She is here hoping to find her true love. All the way from the Mushroom Kingdom, and your game console, here's Princess Peach! Alright, our final bachelorette is always off on an adventure, always prepared whether she is crossing a river or visiting a friend. She always has her trusty backpack, map, and best friend to help her along the way. All the way from her popular children's television show, here's Dora!
Ladies, welcome to the show. Now, you know how it works. One lucky bachelor is going to have some questions he's prepared. He's going to ask these ladies these questions. And now, depending on their answer, he's going to find whether or not bachelorette number 1, 2, or 3 is his true love. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, hailing from Juanita High School, First Baptist Church Kirkland's very own Ryan Stokes! Just follow the sound of my voice.
They're speakers.
Just follow me right here, Ryan. Oh, I'm good. Yep, there's a step. Oh, microphone stand. There we go. Yep, and right there. You feel that? That's a chair. Alright, Ryan, you can remove your blindfold. Welcome to the dating game, Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Stokes! Now, Ryan, you know how this game works. You have a list of questions that you have prepared to ask 3 bachelorettes and probably, find love. Now, Ryan, once I hand you this mic, the game is yours. Are you ready?
I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin.
Well, okay. If you were a candy, what would you be and why?
Which one,
Bachelorette 2.
I would be a peach show because I'm sweet and well-rounded.
That was Peachio. Peachio. Let's see, you got these questions?
I do.
On how page 1? You read that. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Stokes! Yeah! That's you.
I try to stay fit, and I love it when a woman takes care of her body. This is way off. What do you do to try to stay in shape? Bachelorette 1?
Oh, yes. Well, I exercise my mind by lots of studying. My favorite book is The History of Magic. It's about 800 pages, and I've read it about 6 times now. It's fun. And I also try to free hippogriffs and dragons, and run away from basilisks and mountain trolls, and sometimes I like to hike around Hogwarts when it's not too rainy.
Bachelorette 3?
Well, I love to stay active when I go on my adventures. One time, Boots and I were trying to go to the Red Hen's Fiesta, so we had to go all the way over the big mountain and then swim across the big lake just to get to the fiesta. Do you know what fiesta means in Spanish?
What?
You do? Right! Fiesta means party. And even after we got there after a really long adventure, we still had lots of energy to dance and play with our friends.
Okay. Bachelorette 2.
What was the question?
What do you do to try to stay in shape?
Well, I run along and I jump up and hit blocks with my head that have shiny coins, flowers, and maybe even cute little Yoshis.
Okay. I like a woman with a plan. What sort of professional or personal goals do you have for your future? Bachelorette 1. Start with you.
Well, that's a very good question. I'm the founder of SPEW, or the Society for the Promotion of Elfish Welfare. And I believe that elves should have just as much rights as witches and wizards, and should not be forced to be household slaves without pay. That's just not right. So they should be free to choose their own path. And I also have an interest in magical creatures.
Okay. Bachelorette 2. What do you have personal goals for your future?
My goal is to be the one rescuing Mario for once, or take a self-defense class so Pokey Turtles don't come getting me from different castles.
Okay. Bachelorette 3. What about you? What are your personal goals?
Well, every day before I go on an adventure, I always love to make plans. And when I reach my goal, I always sing my favorite song. We did it! We did it! We did it! Love you, Siva. We did it! We did it!
Very interesting. Alright, new question. What song title would best describe your feelings about dating and why? Bachelorette 1?
It would probably be Somebody to Know. I am just waiting for the right guy to notice me. I'm not the sort of girl that just tries to impress a guy. It's just not what I do. But I would rather, have a guy notice me for who I am than pretend to be something I'm not.
Very interesting. Alright.
Thank you.
If you thought of yourself as an animal, what would it be and why? Bachelorette 2?
I would definitely be a Yoshi because they're cute and I'm cute.
Alright, Bachelorette 1. What animal would you be and why?
I would have to say an otter, because they are very cute but very smart, and that's what my Patronus is, a very cute white otter.
Okay, tell me about your last breakup and how you handled it. Bachelorette 3?
Well, in my last relationship, we were so happy. We did everything together. Our favorite way to pass time was by going exploring. But one day when we were on an adventure, we heard a noise. And I asked my friends, "Do you see Swiper the fox?" I tried to say, "Swiper, no swiping!" But it was too late. Swiper snatched away Minopio, and I never saw him again.
Well, that's just awful. Bachelorette 2.
Well, it was more of a long-distance problem, and he was always dying. Do you know how frustrating it is to come home to your castle after a long day of being kidnapped and finding your significant other has died for the 5th time that day?
Okay, Bachelorette 1.
Well, there was a sort of famous guy that I liked from Durmstrang, and he was actually a seeker on the Bulgarian national Quidditch team. And we talked a lot, actually, but then when he went back to school, after he competed in the Tri-Wizard tournament, we didn't talk much after that, so we kind of drifted apart.
Okay. Alright, Bachelorette 2. What would you bring me on our first date to impress me?